Hello class 11th. So how are you doing? Today we are on our last lecture from the chapter that is neural control and coordination, and we will finish with our other parts of the brain, midbrain and hindbrain. Yesterday we talked about cerebrum in complete detail. We talked about lobes, and I gave you that there are the two main portion in our brain, that is the cortex and medulla, right? Outer portion that is covering the cerebral hemispheres, that is the cerebral cortex. So what is actually cerebral cortex? This portion, this is the outer area. It is the outer layer of cells, that layer of cells which cover our cerebral hemispheres, right? So cerebral cortex is what? It is a covering the cerebral hemispheres, right? And we know that yesterday we talked about in complete detail of cerebral hemisphere, that it has 4 lobes also. So basically this cortex has major function. Motor function are associated with this, sensory function, as well as it contains the association areas, right? It contains the association areas, so which are neither motor or nor the sensory in the function. So that these three, basically these motor, sensory and association areas, they are the main 3 parts of our cerebral cortex, main 3 functions that performed by cerebral cortex. Next is the, if we talk about its location, as just now I told you that it is the outermost layer of the brain, responsible for thinking, processing information from the 5 senses, because it includes our sensory as well as motor. Why thinking? Because it is having the association areas. Function is clear. Association areas, sensory, motor areas, they are the perfect dominant functions for the cortex. Sometimes students they get very confused कि मैम ये जो ब्रेन दिख रहा है हमें, आउटर लेयर ये जो सब दिख रही है, ये किसकी बनी है? This is made up of your tightly packed neurons. It is wrinkled structure, outermost layer which is surrounding the brain, right? Higher thought processing, your thinking, that is why again and again and again we are writing thinking. Now thinking can be, you can, there are a lot of things which can be, you can include in thinking, as well as it includes speech, as well as your decision making process. That is also the few another functions of the cortex. Further, because it is divided into 4 lobes, frontal, parietal, temporal and occipital, and these 4 lobes, they are further have different function, but our now we have understood that cerebral cortex main function is motor, sensory, association areas. You can write down here in that it also play a role in thinking as well as in the decision making. Where it is present, it is the outermost layer of the brain. Now let's now talk about the cerebrospinal fluid. See, every time when we say that that how the what is present in your brain, we know that neurons, but there is a fluid which is also play a very important role in preventing your brain from the shock. It prevents from for your brain from any kind of shock, from any kind of injury. So that's why this liquid is present around your brain as well as spinal cord, because we are talking about this talking about central nervous system. So it's our very big responsibility to talk about this liquid. Sometime how there is very get confusion कि कैसे पता चलता है कि हमारे ब्रेन में नर्वस सिस्टम में there is some disturbance. See, when a doctor think that you are suffering from some kind of disease, some kind of illness which is affecting your nervous system, what sample it will take? Is it going to take now neurons? It will take a sample of cerebrospinal fluid for the testing. So what again this fluid made up of? ये question कई बार आता है हमें, that this fluid is made up by the group of cells. This is called choroid plexus, which are present deep inside our brain, and our body has 150 milliliters of fluid. 150 milliliter of fluid is present in our cerebrospinal fluid, present in our brain, right? It is a colorless fluid which is going through around your brain and spinal cord. What is the function? Because the space which is present there, it provide a cushioning effect, it provide the protection to those organs, that brain, which pick up the basically different kind of the blood from the different organs, as well as it gets rid of the waste product from the brain cells. So इसके दो फंक्शन हैं, बहुत ही क्लियर कट फंक्शन है इसके, कि it is a colorless fluid and it provide cushioning to these brain as well as spinal cord. It provide protection, as well as if there is any kind of waste which is present, is collected there, that is also thrown out by this cerebrospinal fluid. Now there is the second part or third part of our that forebrain prosencephalon, that is the diencephalon. When we talk about, many times we talk about blood pressure, we talk about water balance, bhook lag rahi hai, sleep, all these things, they are controlled by diencephalon. It help in controlling very very important function in our body, like blood pressure, water balance, appetite, right? So where it is present, it is a part of brain which includes two very important, आज तक हमने 10th क्लास में दो ये चीज़ बनाते हैं हम, थैलेमस एंड हाइपोथैलेमस, बट हमें पता ही नहीं होता है कि ये पार्ट किसका है. बेसिकली दे आर अ पार्ट ऑफ आवर डायनसेफेलॉन. इट इज़ अ लिंक. It's a very important story, you know. It is a link, it is a connection link. ये किसके बीच का connection है? Between your nervous system as well as the endocrine system. It receives the signals from nervous system, उन signals को interpret करता है and send those signal to glands and respond the पर्टिकुलर हार्मोन इज रिलीज. अगेन आई एम सेइंग कि डायनसेफेलॉन का मेन फंक्शन क्या है, कि इट इज़ अ कनेक्टिंग लिंक. कौन कौन से दो ऑर्गन्स के बीच में कनेक्टिंग लिंक है? ये नर्वस सिस्टम एंड एंडोक्राइन सिस्टम. सो इट रिसीव्स द सिग्नल फ्रॉम नर्वस, send those signal to endocrine, and endocrine then start secreting the hormones. That much is you have to know about that diencephalon. What is it made up of? It contains two main important things, hypothalamus and thalamus, right? Now thalamus is what? As you can see here, this leaf, there is an element, you can say like structure, that is a thalamus. Deep inside in the middle part. So it is a major coordinating center for sensory and the motor signaling, right? Sensory and the motor signaling, they are associated with the coordinating center is thalamus, and hypothalamus is just present. Look at this orange area. This is just present below the thalamus, and it contains neurosecretory cells जो कि सिक्रीट करते हैं हाइपोथैलेमिक हार्मोन. सो इट कंट्रोल आवर बॉडी टेम्परेचर, इट कंट्रोल आवर हंगर, इट ऑल्सो कंट्रोल द चाइल्ड बर्थ, इट कंट्रोल आवर sleep cycle is also controlled by our hypothalamus. So the thalamus is basically dealing with the sensory and motor areas, and hypothalamus is dealing with the temperature, hunger, appetite, right? Sleep cycle, it also deals with the sleep. So these are the important function of hypothalamus. Let's talk about the internal deep structure, that is the limbic system, or you can say limbic lobe. It is again now complex deep structure which is present the inner part of cerebral hemisphere. कल हमने एक दोनों cerebral जो जोड़ता है उसको we discussed, that is the corpus callosum. Now if we look in the that is the inner deep structure, the first structure is the amygdala, like then there is the another at the base is hippocampus. So these are the deep structures of the limbic lobe. So basically limbic system क्या है, it is with the this is the hypothalamus, this one is hypothalamus. So limbic system along with hypothalamus, inner deep, these amygdala, hippocampus, along with hypothalamus, they regulate few functions like sexual behavior, emotional reactions. Emotional reactions में क्या क्या आता है हमारा, when we are very much excited, right, like excitement, pleasure, when we are happy, rage, fear, as well as also associated with the motivation. So hypothalamus as well as the limbic system, your amygdala and hippocampus, they perform these following, they regulate these functions: sexual behavior, emotional reactions, motivation. These are regulated by our limbic system, but they work in association with the hypothalamus. Next, this is all about our forebrain, prosencephalon, that is still what we discuss. Now the midbrain is now, just if you look at the midbrain, it is located between the hypothalamus, right? It located between your hypothalamus, because here is our hypothalamus, right? So it is located between hypothalamus of forebrain and our pons. ये जो pons है, इनके बीच में हमारा क्या आ जाता है, midbrain, right? Now midbrain is having two main parts जो कि हर बच्चे को पता होने चाहिए, every student, every cerebral aqueduct, and I will talk about corpora quadrigemina. Two terms I have given you today, quadrigemina, cerebral aqueduct. Cerebral aqueduct क्या है? Look here now in the center part. As you can see here, this duct is going through the central canal. So this cerebral duct is a canal, it is a tube, it is a passage which passes through midbrain. Okay, it is a canal which passes through our midbrain. Then comes your corpora quadrigemina. Corpora quadrigemina क्या है? Just look here in the center. As you can see here, corpora quadrigemina, just look here, 1, 2, 3, 4 lobes just in the center. अगर मैंने अपने ब्रेन को अब खोल दिया है, मैंने अपने ब्रेन को, राइट, इस ब्रेन को हमने काट के खोल दिया है, तो जब हम मिडल में देखेंगे तो यहाँ पे 4 लोब स्ट्रक्चर दिखाई देता है विच इज़ कॉल्ड क्वाड्रीजेमिना. 4 राउंड स्वेलिंग, 4 lobes at the dorsal portion of your midbrain, पीछे वाला पोर्शन, बेसिकली midbrain में जो ये पोर्शन है 4 lobes, दिस इज कॉल्ड corpora quadrigemina. और इसके बीच में से, इनके बीच में से जो कैनाल स्ट्रक्चर निकल रहा है, जो कैनाल निकल रही है, जो पैसेज निकल रहा है, दैट इज aqueduct, that is my cerebral aqueduct, राइट. सो इज इट क्लियर? और इसका लोकेशन बिल्कुल मिडल में है, that is between the hypothalamus of forebrain as well as your pons. उन दोनों के बीच में ये present है. It contains 2 main things, that is your quadrigemina and aqueduct. So a passage is known as our cerebral aqueduct, and this passage actually, look at there, its passage occupies the center part of the midbrain, just is the, that is the beneath, or you can say that is the near to quadrigemina. Now the last one is hindbrain. Hindbrain consists of pons, cerebellum and medulla oblongata. So as you know that here was our hypothalamus and here is our pons और इनके बीच में हमारा midbrain present है. Pons कहाँ है? This is our midbrain के नीचे. It consists of a fibrous tract which interconnect the different regions of the brain. Cerebellum, look at cerebellum. बिल्कुल, this portion, this convoluted surface बाहर को निकला हुआ basically. So why surface area, why this kind of situation? Because so that it can have maximum number of neurons. And the last portion is medulla oblongata, very close to spinal cord, क्योंकि इसके बाद तो direct spinal cord शुरू हो जाती है. So it is connected to spinal cord. Medulla oblongata is a control center for respiration, cardiovascular reflexes, basically हमारे heart reflexes, as well as our stomach secretions. They are controlled by our medulla oblongata. Main function that performed by medulla oblongata is the respiration, as well as it control the cardiovascular and the gastric secretion also. Last is the, now you can see this portion, एकदम बाहर निकला हुआ स्टेम जैसा लगता है, ये हमारे ब्रेन से हम बनाते हैं. सो इट फॉर्म्स द कनेक्शन, इट इज़ अ कनेक्शन बिटवीन ब्रेन एंड स्पाइनल कॉर्ड. और मिड ब्रेन, पॉन्स और मेडुला ऑब्लोंगेटा को मिलके ये बनता है. सो ये नीट का स्पेशल क्वेश्चन है कि व्हाट योर ब्रेन स्टेम कंसिस्ट ऑफ. इट कंसिस्ट ऑफ, लुक हियर, ग्रीन पोर्शन मिड ब्रेन, पिंक पोर्शन पॉन्स एंड द मेडुला ऑब्लोंगेटा. Medulla oblongata is very close to our connected to the spinal cord. So ये तीनों मिलके हमारी क्या बनाते हैं? ब्रेन स्टेम. ब्रेन स्टेम क्या है? इट इज़ अ कनेक्शन बिटवीन ब्रेन एंड स्पाइनल कॉर्ड. अब ना कन्फ्यूजन क्या होती है बच्चों को कि हमें पढ़ तो हमने सब कुछ लिया है, बट क्वेश्चंस कैसे सॉल्व किए जाए. मैंने आपको हमेशा, आई ऑलवेज टेल यू कि जब तक आप सॉल्व नहीं करोगे यू विल नॉट हैव कॉन्फिडेंस कि आपने कितना पढ़ा है और आपको कितना समझ में आया है. विच पार्ट ऑफ द ब्रेन इज़ रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर थर्मो रेगुलेशन, राइट? अकॉर्डिंग टू यू, इज़ इट हाइपोथैलेमस, इज़ इट मेडुला ऑब्लोंगेटा और कॉर्पस कैलोसम और सेरिब्रम. अब जब आपने पढ़ लिया कि एक क्वेश्चन आपको थर्मो रेगुलेशन का आया है तो हमें शीट बनानी पड़ेगी एक, राइट, जिसमें हम क्या लिखेंगे? What will we write in our paper? That ki thermoregulation, okay, thermoregulation is controlled by this direct, right? अब मुझे thermoregulation कभी नहीं भूलेगा कि इनमें से कौन सा thermoregulation है. You people have to answer me that who is responsible for thermoregulation in our body. Answer सबको पता है. Injury localized to hypothalamus would most likely to disrupt your short-term memory, coordinating during locomotion, decision-making function, regulation of body temperature. Just right now we discuss this function. I don't think that you cannot answer. This is the direct answer from today's lecture. Then is the inner parts of cerebral hemispheres and a group of associated deep structures like amygdala, hippocampus. They form a complex structure. Wow, that is what we discussed today. Is it arboretry? Is it corpora quadrigemina? Is it limbic system? Is it reticular system? Do you need to think a second time? No, you know this answer. Which of the following structure or region is incorrectly paired with its function? आप लोग हमेशा ऐसे questions में गलती करते हो. Please read it carefully. You have to, what you have to mark? Incorrectly paired. Hypothalamus, production of releasing hormones and regulation of temperature, hunger and thirst. Limbic system, consist of the fiber tracts that interconnect different region of the brain. Control movement. Okay, medulla oblongata, control respiration and cardiovascular reflexes. Corpus callosum, band of fibers connecting left and right cerebral hemisphere. The answer is exactly straight. The answer is very much straight. Cerebellum is concerned with, Hanchi, cerebellum is concerned with contraction of voluntary muscles, coordinating and regulation muscle tone, maintaining posture, orientation and equilibrium of body, all of the above. So choose your best answer. You know that medulla contains centers which control respiration, cardiovascular reflexes, gastric secretion, or all of the above. The seventh question is cerebral cortex. First today's topic. Cerebral cortex is referred to as gray matter, white matter, both A and B, or you can say non-myelinated nerve fiber. That was our yesterday's lecture in which we talked about it. That what is cortex, and I gave you that what is medulla also. Thalamus in human brain, it is a major center for motor and sensory signaling, surrounded by cerebrum, found above the hypothalamus, or all of the above. If you have not understood thalamus and hypothalamus, go back to the structure and come back to the question again. The last two questions are, which of the following region of the brain is incorrectly paired? Medulla oblongata, homeostatic control, cerebellum, language comprehension, corpus callosum, communication between right and cerebral cortices, cerebrum, calculation and contemplation. Now, you have to see which one is incorrect. Cerebellum is concerned with, I think this question has been repeated. So that is all about for today's, right? That is all about our today's lecture. Please solve these questions. Right? Don't leave these questions aside. Solve them, answer them, so that I can also understand that how much you have learned from this chapter, right? So the last human physiology, we have left with the